Okay. Okay. Hi, you guys. I have been absent for a million years, and there's a few reasons for that. There's a few reasons for that. One of them being that if I'm being honest, don't really know what I'm doing here anymore. It's been like this for quite a while, to be fair. Even before I stopped posting consistently, before I stopped posting, period, I always, like, every time I have to make a new video, I'm wondering, okay, what do I do now? What do I make now? What topic? What am I going to say? That kind of thing. Is there any value in it? All those kinds of, yeah. So and those thoughts, when they are constant every single time you want to make content, when you sort and put that out, it's like you have those contemplations of, is any of this even relevant? Yeah, so when you have that consistently, you just, if you're like me, you run away from your problems. And it's a bad behavior. Don't be like me, guys. But yeah, that's essentially what's kind of happened. And I am back to repent and face my problems by talking about it, because I might as well. There's no reason not to. So in the first place, I feel like my first mistake, okay, was not having a niche, which it was not a mistake per se, which is, I don't know if that's better or if it's worse. But yeah, I remember in my first video, you can you can go and watch it and see what I said. I wouldn't something I would recommend. I would not recommend that, but like, it's there. I'm not taking it down. You're free. In the first video I made, I said a lot of stuff, but one of the things I said was that I was not going to be settling on any particular niche, which is, something, it's a theme of my life, not having a particular thing to be about, and that's maybe not the best lifestyle to have. Maybe. Maybe it's not the best lifestyle to have, but like, I just like to do so many things, like to be involved in so many things, and it's like I feel stifled or stunted whenever I have to focus on just one. That was why I said I was not going to have a niche per se. To be fair, the niche as it is right now, the niche is, it's me just having random brain dumps. I'll just come here and say whatever it is that I'm thinking about at the moment, or me doing stuff. I haven't made a lot of this. I haven't made a lot of this kind of video, but like, it's part of it, part of the plan to, like, just do the things I do, like all the different things I do, writing, drawing, all those kind of things, like, and just being like, oh, this is what I do, this is how I do what I do, and just, yeah. So what was the point? The point is that it's not as though there isn't a niche. The niche is more me ranting, having random brain farts, and just delivering them here. Like, I have that. And I mean, I'm not the first, I'm not the only at all, the first or the only content creator or YouTuber, whatever you want to call, who has done or does this. There's quite a few, actually. People like Ishari, people like Kelly Stamps or Senpai Stamps, any one of them. People like, who again? People even like Margie's World, where, like, other than the skits, her videos of like rants and of just, you know, talking about whatever it is she sees fit to talk about. I'm not the first to do this. Definitely not going to be the last. And so in each of those cases, it's more like, rather than having a particular area of interest, the area of interest is this individual and their personality and their thoughts and whatever it is that forms their, scope of interest, and then they give you that, and if you like it, you like what they have to say, you like who they are, how they are, you you keep watching, pretty much. And in each of these cases, okay, these people, even though there is no like plot per se, there is no central theme. They're not talking about tech gadgets, they're not art channels, they're not, crocheting people, them. They usually end up talking about like the things they usually end up talking about, to some extent at least, sits within a particular spectrum of life, a particular area of life. Be that political or pop cultural beliefs, be that lifestyle kind of things, how to be alive properly or as best you can, at least. Be that, shower thoughts or whatever it is. So it's like, do you get, there is a plot but not really. And I think that was kind of the same thing I was trying to achieve, or I am trying to achieve here. Except even the not really plot, I don't know what it is. I don't really know. And on top of that, I feel like there's some level of imposter syndrome at play also to some degree, because I think my concern mainly is whether the things I'm putting out here are of any value to people, like, and what do I say? Which of my brain farts do I make into videos that would be valuable? Which of them would people be interested in caring about? Okay, because it's not everything that you think that you should see on the internet, to be quite frank. But yeah, it's not as though my hesitation to make videos, it's not like I lack content to make. I have a whole array of topics to make content on. It's just like which one. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like the right video to make next. Like this is video 7. I have video topics that I came up with a while ago that could have been video 7, but they just didn't feel like video 7 topics. Does that make any sense? So yeah, I had to think of a new video 7 topic. A topic that feels like video 7, feels like this time of my life, feels like this time in the world, at least in my area of the world or whatever, that kind of thing. Those are the things that I contemplate when I'm choosing a topic to make videos on. And when I can't be convinced that a particular topic, when I can't be convinced that my thoughts on a particular topic are complete enough or coherent enough or, valuable enough, I might hesitate, or I might go, you might notice I do some degree of research in the past videos I've made, just because even though it's just me ranting about whatever thing, okay, that I saw fit to rant about, I do want to provide information that is of use and has some degree of accuracy. I don't want to just say stuff. I want to be informed, to give you informed thoughts. Yes. So, so what? Imposter syndrome. I was talking about imposter syndrome, but it's like, I know to some degree this is probably not true. At least not entirely true. Some of you seem to actually like these videos. I don't know. But yeah, I worry often that I don't have very much of value, and that value is in the way of something that would impart some level of knowledge or some different perspective or some group of thoughts or some idea that you may not have thought about, or it could just be something interesting, something entertaining. Okay, so I want to create content that is interesting, entertaining, and that has real world value, that is going to, people will learn something from and actually leave maybe a bit more knowledgeable, a bit smarter than they came. And I don't know, I'm not always convinced that I am sufficiently fulfilling, like I know enough in the first place to sufficiently fulfill that. Yeah, so pretty much my inability to convince myself sometimes, and I realize that it's me. So of course I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard than maybe I'm held by other people. Maybe I'm going to judge myself more harshly than other people might. So it's valid that I have these doubts. In no way am I saying that it's not. It's just okay. So if you have concerns or doubts about something, it's like, what do you do then? And that's what I haven't gotten to figuring out yet. That's what I haven't been able to figure out, because how do I begin to convince myself of the value of the things, the content I want to make and the things I want to see? Or how do I come up with new content that is convincing to me? I don't think there's very much I can do other than just keep making content to the best of my ability. Content that, is as valuable as I can make it, or as interesting as I can make it. And then just keep putting that out there, and then over time seeing what gets the best reception, what appeals the most to whatever audience I'm able to gather, and then maybe delve more into that direction, right? But I just said, let me ask you people, what do you want? What do you want to see from me? What do you think I can give you that you would actually like to hear? And like, what have I been doing so far that resonates with you? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I would just like to hear that feedback. Just let me know, please. Thank you. I would really appreciate it. I just want to have an idea of how you guys feel about this whole thing. What do you think? Because in as much as I honestly started this whole thing for personal satisfaction, just for an outlet to talk about all the things I have to talk about, okay? What's the point of talking if it's not anything anybody is interested in listening to, So you're relevant, very much so, to me. And I just want to hear what you have to say on the whole issue. And I would be very, very grateful for that. Thank you. So yeah, in conclusion, hopefully, I'm just going to keep making stuff, okay? I'm still going to keep trying to make stuff that feels relevant to the current time period and state of my environment, relevant to interest or add value to you guys, and relevant to actually interest me to make, right? But I don't know, the plot structure is still lacking. Okay, I don't know what the thing is. You know how I said those creators don't really have any niche other than their person. Their content still tends to, veer in a particular direction, particular spheres, right? So I don't know what my sphere is yet. I don't know what that string is that connects video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what the consistent theme is, or the the motif, the concept that recurs is yet. But we'll see. Please do drop in the comments what you think about this whole thing. Do all the things, the liking, the subscribing, the what else is there to do? The commenting, the telling your friends. Yes, tell your friends. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you for still being here even when I am heavily inconsistent and show up every 5 to 6 years. I will see you in the next video. Bye.